無益な戦いをするつもりはない。そのために得た力だ。
トルメンタル
テントスレシブロン
シエラブリーチ
ブレイブソウル説。
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy the Death Smasher, and welcome back to yet another discussion video. And I figure I may as well make this video talking about the 1000-year blower characters and how basically just about every month we're getting a rerun or two of the older 1000-year blower characters, which include characters that we've gotten from 2020, as well as a couple from 2019 and 2018 per banner. A lot of new players will be summoning on these banners because either a favorite character is there, or just mainly because they want that said character. Well, what if I were to tell you that these 1000-year blower characters are now a bit outdated? You heard me correctly. Unfortunately, these 1000-year blower units are slowly, one after another, getting replaced by better units that they have been releasing over time, to the point that I may as well give out my opinion and a bit of advice. If you generally don't care about the meta in BBS, whether it be for PvE, GQ, or even PvP, you guys are free to go for whatever you guys like. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking for value and you care about these characters and still want them, I advise you guys to wait for when we get brand new 1000-year blower characters. Whether it be a remake of True Bankai Ichigo or Yuha, or even brand new characters such as Asnot, which I swear to God, Caleb, if you don't remake Yuha and give us Asnot, I'm flying over to Japan and I'm going to like it or not, it will happen. It's only a matter of when, as it can happen on either the 7th anniversary of the game or when the 1000-year blower anime finally comes out in October. It's happening, and Caleb would be very stupid to pass up on making brand new manga units if it means making more profit. So with that being said, why do I think that most of these units are outdated? Well, I figure we may as well go in depth with just about every character and give a very brief summary. 1000-year blower round 1 through 6, in my opinion, have all been replaced by better characters and are due for a resurrection. 1000-year blower Toshiro, replaced by 5th Annie Ichigo. How to make him good? Give him 40% Berserker with Havoc and add some additional SAD on the soul trait. 1000-year blower Byakuya. Give him Frenzy, goddammit! 1000-year blower Saji. Okay, to be honest, this guy, even if he gets guard break, there's just way too many better NAD mind units and Espada killers overall, so he may as well stay untouched, even if he somehow picks up guard break. Which is sad, and I am sorry for your loss, Sajin fans. 1000-year blower Shunsui, pretty much been replaced by 1000-year blower Ishin and 5th Annie Byakuya, but is salvageable as long as they buff his Berserker from 20 to 40% and give him SAR on the soul trait. Bankai Kenpachi. We all know by who he was replaced with. Now, you can give him Sprinter upon getting him to T15, but even if he gets Havoc and SAR and a higher Berserker on his resurrection, let's just say that his kit isn't gonna be really up to par with the most recent characters. 1000-year blower Retsu. For PvP, she's just asking to get clapped by Safui Kenpachi, and even then for PvE, unless she gets guard break, there is just way too many better flurry characters for Heart. So yeah, there's that. 1000-year blower Yachiru. This character can be salvaged by giving her Frenzy and make her decent for Espada week, except even if she gets a good improvement from her resurrection, you're really only using her if you're a Yachiru fan. True Shikai Ichigo. Right. Let me pull up this guy real quick. Okay, all jokes aside, he can be salvaged if he picks up guard break and can be a bit more enjoyable, but other than that, y'all know how it is with this one. Speed 1000-year blower Rukia. Pretty much been replaced by Basby in the Fierce Battle Uryu. Can be salvaged by giving her Havoc and Strong Attack Recharge and increasing the Berserker, but the SA2 sucks. 1000-year blower Renji. Replaced by way too many power or Ronker killers, and you're mainly going to be using him if you're a Renji fan. Even if he picks up per se Berserker 60 out of nowhere, he just doesn't hold up the competition at all just because of the SA2 lacking a lot of range. They would need to remake this character in my opinion. Now, his kit isn't bad, but theirs is better. True Bankai Ichigo. I don't think we need to say who he's been replaced with. You all know who I mean. But other than that, even if he picks up Havoc and gets a higher Berserker, his kit is way too outdated to even hold up with the current characters that we get in the game. Yuha Baha. This character needs a straight remake. Dogwater kit, no Frenzy. Even if this dude gets Havoc, Frenzy, 50% Berserker, and Recharge, His kit is just so god-awful to even use. 1000-year blower Yoruichi. She has double lunges and a transform state, so there is some value with this character, but even if she gets a good resurrection, just like Kenpachi, her kit just won't be up to par with the newer units. 1000-year blower Kisuke. Yeah, let me tell you about that one time I pulled this man 6 or 7 out of 5 on a stream and I refused to MT him. Don't disappoint me. What the f***? Kisuke again? Oh my god, you know, I'm skipping the actual. What the f***? Are you for real? Dogwater SA1, SA2 you need to stay in the middle. It doesn't matter if this character gets a high berserker with Havoc, he needs a remake. 1000-year blower Aizen. This character needs a remake. Miss me with that range collision bullcrap. 1000-year blower Yama. It'll be a very long ass time until he gets a resurrection in order to be good again, but he has a very good kit. The unfortunate thing is that no berserker or Havoc holds this character back way too much. What this character is literally, it's a mini 1000-year blower Ishin. Literally. 1000-year blower Soifon. Okay, believe it or not, this is the only character that hasn't been replaced entirely. She still is the only melee flurry or Ronker killer that can boost in general. Only has a 20% bruiser, but makes it up with the boost plus the transformation mechanic on the second, and it makes her insane. The only thing is that she doesn't have guard break, and her bruiser is only at 20%, but this character is still one of the few 1000-year blower units that just provide a lot of value. I think we are due for a brand new melee flurry, a Ronker killer that can boost, but until that time happens, Soifon still has some damn good value to get out of the character. 1000-year blower Nemu, replaced by 5th Annie Ichigo, but can be salvaged by increasing the berserker. Zombie Toshiro, replaced by Candice and Safui Shinji, and his kit is basically more or less the same as Banken, so even if he picks up Havoc and gets a higher berserker, he just won't be up to par with most of the newer units. 1000-year blower Mayuri, don't need to say who he was replaced with once again, needs Havoc and an increase to his berserker. And now we're getting into the territory of the most recent 1000-year blower units when they started releasing them back to back. So starting it off with round 7, Oetsu, still the only character that has value from the banner, and he's pretty much the best tech melee flurry character that we have in the game right now, with guard break and 40% bruiser while being able to boost. Unfortunately, no poise, so he is a bit due to get replaced, but other than that, he still has value for autoing content in the game. But for guild quests, he's already been replaced by Spirit Society Chad. Ichibei, he needs a newer unit. Replaced by Fierce Battle Yoruichi, and in PvP, he's just gonna get clapped nowadays. 1000-year blower Orihime. This girl needs a remake. Get the f out with that 1000-year blower Kisuke looking ass kit. Tenjiro. Now from here on out, we're getting into actual characters which still have value. While he may not have Marauder like 5th Annie Byakuya, or the 960 and Tohomi Vortex like Byakuya, Tenjiro actually has status elements and has a better SA1 and SA3, unlike Byakuya, meaning that for IT, he's just going to be a better Soul Reaper killer to use overall. He hits just as hard as Byakuya, but won't nuke as hard as Byakuya, but the trade-off is good enough. Except for extreme co-op and other content where you need to nullify resistances. Senjumaru, also another good character that saw an increase in value because of IT. She was replaced by Kanfuron Rochuhei, but now with the fact that you want to inflict status ailments in IT, if you don't have Aizen or a Nini, she's a good character to have that still has value. Her Disabler skill is what makes her goated. So what is it that sucks about her? Just the SA2 and the Soul Bomb. But other than that, still a good unit regardless. Kiryu, no guard break. Cancerous SA1, she needs a new unit. Get the f out with that. Candice. Very amazing when she first came out, but unfortunately she got replaced by Safui Shinji due to him having higher multipliers than her. But her kit still holds up nicely, even to this day, but 20% Berserker doesn't cut it anymore, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Bambietta. I can't say the exact same thing about her, since the unit was replaced by 5th Annie Byakuya, and while she does have status summons, the SA1 is pretty annoying, and her SA3 covers the screen, which depending on how you play the character, it can get you killed. But then again, it really depends on how the player plays Bambietta, so that's where I'm gonna draw the line. Askin. He's a PvP character, but now that we're getting a Squad 0 GQ, he did see an increase in value to the point that you may even want and need him. We still don't know how the new GQ is, if all the human killers, Squad 0, Quincy, and Stun Rare killers will get the same damage, even if they don't have killer, but I'll make sure to update that in the comment section below. As for PvE, Oetsu is still better than him. Ugrim, PvP unit, but unfortunately nowadays gets clapped by Safui Yamamoto, and the meta pretty much is consisting of having Safui Kenny, Safui Yama, and Kanfuron no Tsukishima, so his value has gone way down. Now you can still use him for the new GQ, in which he has Squad 0 killer, but there's Askin who is a better unit, and you're better off bringing a Shinkaman Tatsuki that can boost and has a higher bruiser than Ugrim. Again, we still have no idea how that GQ works, but In a hypothesis, let's just assume those are the better support units to use. Basby, the only character from the banner that still has value. While he only has a 20% Berserker, his kit is still very good, and just like Senjumaru, has a Disabler against Power Aronkers. Still has great value, but I do think that eventually we are due for a better speed unit. 1000-Year Blower Uryu. He does have Havoc with a 40% Berserker, and can be annoying in Arena because of the status element reversal skill, but for PvE, his kit is dog water. And also that 40% shave that he has, nowhere near as good as Bruno or Nini's SA1 since it pushes back to Kingdom Come. So like, unless you're like Bleach Tsurugi that enjoys this character, I don't think you'll get too much enjoyment out of this for how much he pushes back. He's easily replaced by Kusaka and Art Book Ichigo. Remy, replaced by Safui Shinji as well. I'll give him credit because he has complete status immunity, but his SA1 sucks, and his SA3 has the same problem as Bambi, where it covers the screen. Not as much as Bambi, but the problem is still there. Liebaro, however the hell you pronounce this guy, favorite Quincy of mine, but he's been replaced by Safui Kisuke, but still manages to clear a lot faster in content outside of IT since he just has the perfect kit. Other than that, this character has aged very well and still hits quite hard. I still do see value in this unit. 1000-Year Blower Nanao. As a heart unit, let's be honest, nobody is going to surpass the god of BBS, but she still is a very valuable unit for Espada GQ, since she is the only character that can boost for 20 seconds in both the melee and ranged variants. Shares the same kit as Senjumaru, but has paralysis. The value is still there for this character, but eventually we will get a Nad Flurry unit for both melee and ranged that can boost for that GQ alone. 1000-Year Blower Tech Yamamoto, replaced by Art Book Ichigo. 1000-Year Blower Chojo, replaced by Aizen and Daddy Ichigo. 1000-Year Blower Izuru, no guard break, so why should I even care? Masaki, still the third best flurry character that we have in the game, and the best auto for heart hands down. Still a lot of value with this character. 1000-Year Blower Ishin, fun enough, better than 5th Annie Byakuya by just having an overall better kit than him. Only issues is that he doesn't have Marauder and doesn't have Bombardment, but still hits just as hard as Byakuya and will be a lot more consistent for IT. 1000-Year Blower Ryuken. I cannot say the exact same thing about him since he was replaced by Bruno as a Soul Reaper killer that can nullify resistance. Now he is not a bad character whatsoever since his kit isn't even full range collision, but the thing is, unless you're a Ryuken fan, you're really better off having Bruno, Spirits Are Forever with you Kisuke, or Liebaro, as they just outperform him in almost every single content in the game. And to some extent Hikone, even though he only has a 20% Berserker, but has the Disabler. So yeah. Power 1000-Year Blower Rukia. Still absolutely amazing. She may not have Marauder, but she is still easily the top 5 best power units in the game because of the fact that she hits as hard as 5th Annie Ichigo and has the beautiful Bankai button, increasing the max of all her strong attacks. Daddy Ichigo. Still currently the best mind unit in the game, although we are due for a new OP mind unit because he just doesn't have status elements, but he can still boost, hit hard, and still get the job done just as much as the anniversary characters. So out of the list, how many did I highlight that still overall have value and are worth summoning? 12 units. Well, technically 11 because I am a bit biased for Liebaro, but mainly 12 characters. That's not even half of the 43,000-Year Blower units that we have in the game. Now, some of the units, I'm not saying they're not worth having, they're still must-haves. But the thing is, if you're going in the banners just for value and not for a favorite character, you need to be very selective and wise on which 1000-Year Blower rerun banners to summon on. Long story short, just wait for when we get brand new manga characters. The older manga characters will make a return, and as you're going deep for the new characters, you will have the chance to get the older 1000-Year Blower units that you all have been wanting. The only exceptional rerun banners to go for is the one that features Daddy Ichigo and Mummy Rukia, as well as the one that features Misaki, Ishin, and Ryuken. There are still units that are S+ to this day and are all worth getting to 5 out of 5 except for Ryuken. Anyways, I hope this video has actually answered as to what you should do in this game, whether you're a new player or a veteran like myself, in what to do for whenever 1000-Year Blower makes a return. Right now, the value is more so about the Beyond Bankai characters, as not a single one of them failed to meet our expectation, except for Yama, but that goes besides the point. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you're instantly notified for the next video. And I'm sorry if I've been inactive with making videos. IRL just had me a bit on edge these days, which is why I was not as active as usual. But there will be more videos, so don't worry. I don't plan to quit YouTube anytime soon. This has been your brother Death Smasher, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Later, boys.